Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus giving you a full game recap. Once again, I'm rolling with the Seattle Seahawks as my team. I'm doing a Patreon scheme right now. This is a lab game where I'm running against someone on regs. One of the reasons I don't play basically mutt or for the most part it's just because they don't have time. It's very time consuming to go ahead and build something up, so I was using the even blitz, and this guy just catches me in a streak right away. I think my guys actually all ran commit on that. I was trying to set that blitz up, and as a result he's able to go and take it house on the first play of the game. So that was pretty disgusting. It was a very bad situation to give up cheap easy points like that. You want to go ahead and get your opponent to go ahead and basically earn his drive and get the ball down the field. So second down situation, 2nd and 2. I'm labbing once again a pistol formation. It's got a pretty glitchy play right here. So I go ahead and try to get a nice little out route. That route was open. So 2nd and 10 situation, hit a little dragging route right here, get it down just a couple of yards, rolling this ace scheme for my guy with Patreon, and actually has a good user play right there. So this is just a stupid play by me. I should have punted the ball, but I was a little bit frustrated with some of the missed throws that I was getting going against Seattle. So right here I jump into a new defense that I'm going to be showcasing on my channel. This is basically a pro defense. It is very effective against the run. It is very effective against the pass, and it's going to be very difficult for your opponent to stop. So jumping back into the 34 even, and this is just a basic and all-out like a pinch blitz right here. It actually doesn't make a move right there. It doesn't juke me out of my feet. So back to the 34 even again, and I actually go ahead and put a man against this one guy right there. You get the pressure off right there and able to go ahead and sack him. And I think in this type of situation, he actually kicks a field goal 31 yards out, but he misses the field goal. It comes up short. That's going to be a huge thing for him. The field goal that he misses is going to be huge for him for points. So hit a little whip route right here on the outside with this ace formation I built from one of my Patrons. Drag route again, able to go ahead and get a first down, I believe, with that particular play. Hit him with a draw right here, but his defensive line just eats it up. Like, the guys are just completely on top of it, and something that shouldn't happen. All right, so this is a play that I actually showcased on this. He's showing me cover 4, I believe. So the way this play is that it actually gets past cover 4. So the guy actually got past it, but he gets a block shove with his defensive line, and basically it was throwing me off a little bit right here. So little dragging route, I actually threw right in the post, right in front of his user. I'm able to go and get a completion. That was a risky pass. Right here I go ahead and motion my guy over. I think I streaked this guy up right here, and then I have a little wheel route on the back end side, just playing around with this right here, and I didn't really have much of a progression or read. I just kind of threw it up. That's one of the reasons why I played around with this formation a little bit from one of my patrons, but I was really struggling with it. So dropped it down to this little drag route. They couldn't get off of get off the blocks right there. So a 3rd and 6 situation, hit a little out route. That's one of the more money plays with this, and off coverage. Back to the middle of the field, I got a corner route, and then I actually drop it down to the dragging route right in front of his user. This guy did not have very good user. You know, play really good players, they'll pick that ball up in a heartbeat. So right here, little dive play, working the clock down as much as possible. Go into a draw play right here, working the clock down as much as possible. You know, I'm just trying to go ahead and milk this clock right here. Hit a little draw right here. Once again, his defensive line was destroying the draw play. I think that I essentially had to get out of it altogether. So right here I go with with kind of a concept where I'm trying to hit the back of the end zone, and I'm just a little bit late to the party. So I'll settle for 3 points. I'm going to go and take my points. Got a minute and 36 seconds left. He came off with one huge play, but take the points when you get an opportunity, especially if you're getting involved in the second half. So right here, I think I'm still setting him up with this 34 even blitz. He actually goes and drops it down a little crosser, and I get the animation. One of the things I've noticed with Seattle is that you will get a hit stick animation every single game, and it will give you an opportunity to go and get a nice it will give you a turnover and give you 1 turnover a game. So that's one of the things I noticed playing Seattle as a team. So right here, I actually go ahead and do a little crosser, flip, just spin move, get the ball a little bit closer down to the end zone at the 14-yard line. I take a timeout right there. Back to the draw, but this time I actually get some pretty good blocking, and I took another timeout. Try to hit him with a bubble right here. All I need is to hold my blocks. The way he's been running his defense, a lot of zone, should be wide open. And look, the guy just whiffs on his block and not hold it. And I'm stuck to go ahead and take a last timeout right here. And in this type of situation, I have to go ahead and pop it into the end zone. I only have, a couple seconds. I'm looking at Disley. Disley should be wide open. And I throw the ball, he's open, but I get a bad animation. The guy actually jumps up and actually jumps out of bounds. So I'm going to go back to the same concept again, but this time I'm going to go and pop Disley, and Disley does not come down with it. I still leave 3 seconds, so it's not a bad situation because I still got an opportunity to get a field goal. So down 1 point, 7-6, got a couple of turnovers to get myself back into this game. Getting the ball back in the second half, I just need to score and just go from there. So back to the ace. This is a stretch play. It's a spot stretch. His defensive guy just came down. No one blocked him. He was just completely uninhibited. Came down and actually took it away. So right here I do a little out route with the other guy. I've got a little wing route. This Metcalf should have been off to the races. How he stopped after I caught the ball was beyond me. And right here is this play action shot play right here. I'm going to be looking to lock it, I believe, with this particular play. And does he get over the coverage? He does, and there you go. There's my one-play touchdown I've been waiting for the entire game to go and hit. He was playing a lot of zone, not sending a lot of guys. I'm able to go and go over the top of this guy and actually go up. I believe I missed the 2-point conversion. Didn't show that to you. So come back once again to the blitz. He does not make a fast enough read. I'm able to go and get into his face right there. And he actually has a delay of game. I guess he got a little flustered. So I'll take the yardage. So 2nd and 20 situation, coming once again with the blitz. Basically manned up that post route that's very popular with the split close formation. Now I'm going to jump into cover 4. I actually audibled out of the even and went into cover 4 out of that. He actually takes a shot up, kind of taking shot plays like that seem like a desperation, but he actually punts the ball back because he knows it's not a good situation. So right here, go with the little stretch play, get pretty good blocking. Could almost won house if I would have just had one better stick move right here. Back to play action cross play. I wanted to go jump into this again, see if I can catch him off guard. He's showing me cover 2, and I'm feeling like I can hit him with the deep post off the back inside. So here's the weakness of this particular play, is that if you don't have a third progression, basically one defender can shut it down. So he actually comes to the crosser. Then I've got basically the deep post on the back inside, and he actually comes up and makes a huge user play right there down in the end zone. If he didn't make that user play, that would have been another touchdown with that particular play, but he actually played it perfectly. And that's the weakness of that particular play, is that your user can take it away because you have 2 crossing routes that are very deep at the same type of situation. So manned up the wide receiver off the left hand side to get rid of a read right here, and actually he starts dropping things, little crossing routes over the middle. So this is starting to become kind of predictable in what this guy likes to do. So right here, go ahead into basically crossing a basic crossfire blitz. I think I went ahead and manned up one of my guys. I put a couple yellow zones back underneath with a little in route, and actually pops that once again. So I think he no huddles. I go with the aggressive blitz, as Mike Scrape blitz, and I've got to watch that middle play. I got to watch that middle of the field. That's going to be the area that I want to do. I want to go ahead and try to protect against. And I've got basically the blitz coming in. He actually throws right to me, and he didn't even look away. He didn't anticipate my user to be in that area, and I'm able to go and pick him off. So fourth quarter right now, 5 minutes. Basically hit him with a little stretch play. A couple of garbage yards right there, nothing really big. I didn't really blow things up with the running play right here. He's got an open box, so I'm just going to go and hit him with a run right down the middle and actually pick up a few yards. So ball's on the 28-yard line. I'm just chewing the clock as much as possible, and I actually catch him off guard and actually go and hit him with a streak route with the tight end. He was using a middle half right there, so I'm up by 2 scores now. So back to this strong close defense, basically going ahead and manning up. I want to play down in the box right here. I actually have to work off to the right hand side, put cloud flats out there to go ahead and play the cloud flats, and actually throws underneath once again the same area again. I'm just anticipating this guy to make adjustments, and sometimes he doesn't make adjustments. So you never know what you're going to get when you're playing against someone. Some people make adjustments, they see things, they do things, and other people just don't do that. And this guy was just doing, he really wasn't making a lot of adjustments. So back to the strong close again. Actually, here's an adjustment. He does, I think he does like a fullback wheel right there. Now he goes into a spread formation, and I got the pressure going off. He actually takes off this with his wide receiver. He hits a little dragging route. So this guy wouldn't stretch the ball out too much. He was basically going ahead and doing like little dragging routes, little slant routes, not attacking the sidelines at all. Right here's a nice little slant route. Actually worked out pretty well for him. He's able to go and get a nice little completion. Now we're going to go ahead and hit him with the pressure once again. And I manned up my guys, and I actually got a little guy in a line right here. He throws up, and I'm able to go ahead and basically defend that. And right here I go into a man coverage of this defense just to try to mess them up a little bit. And press my guys right here with this, and actually he throws a nice little, like, I don't know what route was that. It was just like a streak route, but the guy actually comes off, catches the ball, and actually gets the ball down in the end zone. So basically with this is pretty much the game. I get a stretch play right here with basically 40 seconds left, 45 seconds left, and that's pretty much it. So able to go pick up a victory. This is a Patreon scheme that I'm using. I'll be showing you some switches that I've done on my defense, and also a couple of the plays I'll be using. But I wanted to show you that that particular play, which it was the pistol full house, the play action crossers. Why that play, you can definitely go and bait your opponent, but also it's got a weakness to it, is that a user can pretty much take those two routes away. So once again, thank you for your support. Until next time.